Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this conference on the subject of utility line inspection, clearance, and vegetation management. My name is Joseph Paiva, and I am your host and moderator during this conference. And I'd like to just make a few opening remarks before we get into the actual subject matter. So this is our focus, innovations, development, and practical tips in utility line maintenance, design, inspection, clearance, vegetation management, the whole thing, and probably other operations will come up as well. Some of our subject areas, subtopics to facilitate this will include things like field data collection technologies, remote sensing, and GIS applications. So the purpose of this conference is to try and give you maximum productivity, to allow you to select relevant topics provided by the Asset Mapping Geospatial series. And don't forget, after the presentations, to participate in live networking. Remember to log in using Google Chrome for that purpose. Now, our speakers today include Chris Kelly, who's the CEO and co-founder of Clarion, who will be speaking on utility vegetation work management software. He'll talk about trends and best practices. Following that, we will have a panel discussion moderated by Dennis Fallon, who's the executive director of the Utility Arborists Association. And his panelists are Peter Atalia from CEO of Voxel Maps, Hayden Howard from Compass Data, Ron Chappell from GeoLearn, and Larry Fox from Bad Elf. This panel discussion will be followed by a talk by Shwen Shivara, who is from Live EO, and he will be speaking on monitoring infrastructure resources using space-based assets. Space-based assets are probably a new thing for many of you. And what we want to do is encourage you to ask questions, to post them in the chat box. And so if you look, for most of you, it would be near the bottom of your screen, the Q&A box. Enter your questions there as the person is speaking, and we will then try to manage your questions and get as many of them answered as possible.